Yeah. I just hit the record button, so looks like we're continuing class. I'm gonna record it. What we're looking at now is just still testing different strategies. We're testing them live, so we found Bitcoin a live pair, and I just pulled up on TradingView, went to community scripts, just pulled up a bunch of scripts. Anything with these lines right here are strategies that usually will include, and it might have to, but they should include some sort of entry and exit signal that's very clear. Right. So just like this one is giving you a short signal, and it's also giving you stops and targets, which is pretty cool. I'd say that's pretty cool to have something doing that. Let me see when it loads on here what we get. So that's something else to test out, or look at the strategy tester like Friday that he talked about, right? So it should be loading. All right, cool. So we come to the strategy tester overview. 75% profitable, 2.5%, 2.5 profit factor. You go into drawdown. That's what's up. I'm not seeing it print anything. I don't see any entries. I don't know what. So it's based off of field. But yeah, y'all. So that's something that, like I said, I do. I used to do a lot. I don't do it as much now. Would be literally just popping on here, throwing stuff up on charts, seeing if there's anything that I can add or start doing that's gonna make me a better trader. As far as being a better trader, it could be something that's gonna make me more profitable. It could be something that's gonna make it easier for me to identify trades. Something that helps with consistency. All those different things play a part in your overall trading. So same thing here. I like that neural one. This one, I don't really like as much. And of course, indicators also work differently across markets. Some work a lot better in Forex, some work a lot better in stocks. You guys see. Yeah, what other questions we got? Tux EMA scalper, sell, buy, sell. Buy, sell, buy. So I don't know about this one. I think it's printing these signals too close together. Buy on this one, sell on this one. And you can, you don't start paying a bunch of fees. Buy on this one, sell on this one, buy on this one, sell on this one. I don't like that. Swing to the daily, see if it's better.
I mean, that may be good over a month, Jay, on a month chart.
That's why I popped it out to the daily first to just look at it. I don't know. None of these are printing signals for me when I switch stuff. Oh, there we go. Buy, same deal. Buy, sell. I mean, even if you're looking at this, I don't know. Sell, buy, sell, buy. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could take it to the monthly. You could trade on the monthly chart. If you do the same thing on a monthly, man. Buy, sell, buy. Now that's a good buy. That's a good buy entry. Buy, sell. But I don't think, just looking at this, I don't even think this one would be one I would continuously use. I believe neural network works better when scalping at market open, especially on 5 and 15 minute bet. I don't mind running that neural network and trying it out. I'm gonna run it. I'll probably trade it the way I was looking at it, because trading it based off of theirs gave a 36% win rate. Trading it the way I was breaking it down gave me a, what's that? I went 5 for 6, so 83% win rate. So I'll probably do it my way, but I'm not sure if, again, that's how it's supposed to be used. Judging from the strategy test, it's not. I don't know. But I appreciate y'all sharing that. I don't get this indicator. But yeah, so this is the whole point, is divergence for me. Maybe it's showing divergence. If I throw up an RSI or something. Welcome to the boring life of a trader, where we stay up late testing strategy so we can make more money on Monday. So it's showing from here to here, but it's also going down. I don't know. If we go here, maybe we go here to here, it's still going down. I don't get it. But yeah, so that's something I would do too, though, is, I used to just pop on here, test stuff out, see if I can make sense of it, see if I can find a way to apply it to my trading. So this is like potentially swing trading. This is a different variation of a super trend. Sell, hold it as long as it stays below that line. That's a winning trade. This is a winning trade if you bought it, wrote it out. Sell here, take an L. Buy here, that's a win. Sell up here. Jeez, god dang. That's a nice one. Sell, nothing but profit. Buy here, you take a loss. Sell here, you take a loss. Buy here, that's a win. Sell here, that's a nice win. Buy here, that's a win. I think what I like about it is sell here. A lot of them, once they paint that sell trigger, it seems like once they paint the entry trigger, it seems like it doesn't retake it doesn't take out the high or the low. Like this one was a sell, it didn't retake out that high. This one was a buy, it didn't retake the low until over here. Buy. This would have been an error. But yeah, it looks like something you could use. So we'll keep the neural, we'll keep this one, the double tap. I think this one was a little weird. The Tux EMA scalper, yeah, that's the one that printed 30 signals per second. Nah, I would take that off too. But yeah, y'all. 3 comma bot looks interesting. But golden buy for crypto futures. Let me throw that on there too. Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Kate, what were you seeing? I think that was Kate. What were you seeing on that 3 commas bot? And was that the right indicator that I put up? 3 commas on off switch. I don't see it showing anything. Yeah, I don't see anything coming up. I don't know if I put the wrong indicator in or not. Kate, got something for me? 3 commas without a space. Perfect. Let's check it out. All right. So it looks like it's 50% profitable on ETH on the 1 hour, 1.128 profit factor. Just going off of theirs. I'll switch to the daily, see what that does to the stats. Same profit factor, but it's more profitable, higher net profit overall. Switch to a 5. See if you follow there. Nope, not gonna work on the 5. So 1 hour looks like it might be a little bit of a sweet spot. That's Ethereum is not that. All right. So let's see. Clear my drawings. All right. So we have a long fire here. I'm guessing this is our stop loss. And this is our take profit level. Yep. Because that says exit. So, okay. So cool. So this could be something that looks like it'd be decent for swing trading. Not sure what moving averages those are, or really what role they play. I would test the moving averages out and see what moving averages those overlap with. That one looked like a so back to we got them, boys. So that might be like a 21.
So Jordan, on that, you can go and set your reward to risk ratio and your ATR length if you want to use that, and you can detect what kind of trades you want, from a long to a reversal trade to a whatever inside there, and then you can have it. Yeah. So it's got some pretty neat things, but like it has, like it'll recalculate orders field, but you have to have a brokerage, I guess, tied in to make it do that.
I like it. Good stuff, right?
So your MAs is 21 and 50. So right now is what it's set to. Your top one. Oh, you see that already? Okay, sorry about that.
No, you good. I was over here putting MAs on the chart, about to reverse engineer it, but then I looked and I did see it right there. So let's see if we did a risk to reward ratio of 2. How would that play out? Ugh. More profit, lower win rate, but more overall profit. Average trade gain is a lot smaller. But yeah, so this is literally like, I'll sit here and do stuff like, ooh, that's not what I meant to do. So that's, ooh, okay. So now we done went from a 30 something percent net profit with a 50 something percent win rate, if I'm not mistaken, to 74% win rate, 80% profit.
Pretty good, ain't it, bro? You get to send your settings. You change that now.
You said, what did I change?
Call it the MSC. Yeah.
It's my indicator. It's my indicator.
It's the modified.
Yeah, that's what's up, though. Okay. So that's what's up. Let's see how it plays out. So we rewind it. like we're trading live. Live trading, we got our hourly chart pulled up. Let's see. So it's about to print an entry, looks like. Okay. So now this candle prints, this candle is the entry it gives. And then it already has the take profit and stop loss laid out.
Risk reward. Yep. That's good.
Hey, bro, you seen how I gave that? If you rewind it, you seen how I just printed you that little bear flag and then just broke that bear flag, then that 3 bar came out? That was crazy. Double top about to drop. Oh, dang, how did it do that? Let me just shut back up. I talk too much.
No, you good, bro. You good. Moody. Where you at, Moody, this week?
I'm with the wife. I'm just chilling.
I thought, where was y'all
Better
working on
now.
just some big vacation, dude?
Yeah, we was. I was supposed to go to Canada this month, but they wanted to do some weird stuff. But I don't know. I think I might go to New York, or I might stay here. Yeah, but I'm just chilling. But Jordan, you just gave me a whole good idea. Why don't I just do a class on live trading, like replaying it back like this, but like live trading it, like, so let's see the double bottom. God bless you.
Thank you as well.
Absolutely. You okay? That was powerful.
Yeah, bro. You know, everything got to do powerful, bro.
Yeah. This is pretty dope. I like this right here.
Shout out to Kate. Shout out to Jourdan. To make it better than the original settings.
What did you set it to?
So if we open that back up. Oops, wrong button. Oops, my fault. So originally, bro, it was the risk to reward was set to 1. And with the risk to reward of 1, net profit was 38.9, 53% trades were winners. I actually dropped the risk to reward down to 0.5. So it's a your risk to reward is worse per trade, but you come out winning more trades and with a higher amount of profit. Like that's how you adjust, you know what I'm saying? Like adjust trades. I guess the other one was getting stopped out or something. When we shrink it, we get it out a lot quicker. Or you take profits quicker. This one you're taking profits quicker with a higher stop loss. So yeah, can you rewind how you use this strategy and change the win ratio? Oh, I guess I just did. Yeah, so you don't change the win ratio yourself. What I did was I came into the settings, and you just click around in the settings. Oh, so that one bumped the using the trailing stop, the ATR trailing stop bumped the profit up to 86%. Profit factor went up. Percentage profitable went up. Average trade is still 0.42%. Yup. So you just come in here, man, you just click buttons. Oh my God. Now the profit.
Look at that. Look at that. Look, see, look at the chat. Hey. Price action.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So it looks like you're still trading it the same way. Oh, my goodness. But now I think you're taking more trades, which is causing you to have higher profit. Still winning 70%. So that, bro, again, double shout out to Kate. Shout out to y'all who are still on Zoom, because we literally just sat here, played around with a strategy, and now we got an indicator 70% win rate, just about 1.5% profit factor, even though the risk reward is 0.5. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. That's what's up. Matter of fact, man, see, stuff like this makes me like, next
Bro,
week,
that was
I'm gonna,
fire. I'm just trying to, bro. This was fire. This was super, 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 super fire. I know I was just talking about price action, but nah, that's dope, bro. And shout outs to Kate, like you were saying. And this is literally how you just become a better trader and how you find dope indicators. You know what I'm saying? And or even make an indicator dope. But like this was a dope class. I'm glad you started recording it again because it's like it's this class, but then it's also showing people how to like make it your own, even when you find something, bro. Like hats off to you. That was dope.
appreciate it. I think I showed. Somebody in the chat asked for a different example. Thank you, sir. Somebody asked for a different example in the chat. I switched it over to equities. I'm getting a lot of feedback.
It's going to be important as we move forward for equitable recovery to bring a lot of these numbers back to a total constant balance.
Thought I had. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out who Mike that is. Here, just go. But yeah, somebody has to look at a different example. So I just switched it over, looking at equities. Looks like looking at AMD, looks like on the 1 hour, and of course you can go in. So I appreciate you saying look at a different example. Of course you can go in, look at these examples as well. AMD, profitable on the 1 hour, but Apple barely making it by on the 1 hour. SPY is not profitable. All right. Classic example as well. The strategy puts out a 56% win rate on this on SPY, and is not profitable, but it's a winning win rate, right? So just the point again about like win rate doesn't equal profits necessarily. But trying to just think of different stocks and different industries to look at. So I'm gonna go back and look at some more crypto in a second. There's a bunch of stocks flowing through my head that I keep forgetting as I move on. Can you tell I traded Tesla? All right.
Look at McDonald's.
There we go.
I was
Right?
about to go to
Right?
Walmart.
I've been just talking. Yeah. What it looks like, Jordan, is maybe based on how the different stocks move, it may work with those. Like if you had it working with crypto, maybe with crypto, or you could alter it or modify it to work with tech. Like GameStop, it's a 63% profit and 60% win. So it may just be the way they move.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why like you always compare and test. And that's why like I was saying earlier, don't automatically assume because it works on one, and there's going to work on the others. Oh, I think my face froze.
Lucid, it had about 39% on the profit.
There we go. Okay. Lucid 39. Yeah, so Ethereum is killing it with 114, which is crazy that Bitcoin put out like 30. And my computer's starting to say, man, slow down. No, it's not looking at that.
You want to trade Ethereum?
I'm gonna trade Ethereum. I'm gonna trade Matic with this too. Look like. Hey, no joke, bro. I'm writing these down. Matic.
I'm about to pull up Ethereum. I'm in the car and I'm not driving, so let me go to the 1 minute.
Thank you for specifying that you're not on trading drive, bro.
Yeah, I'm in the passenger seats. The trade really. Who's bear flagging? Let's see.
Nvidia is 73%, Jay. Nvidia's got a good one.
On what time frame?
1 hour.
All right. That's the other thing.
What do you mean check on?
So what I would do is I would probably look at the daily, the 1 hour, and then like the 5 or 15. Probably 5. And I would really, like if I was really like sitting down 2 bowls, 3 bowls of cereal, just going through this for the next 2-3 hours, which I kind of feel like doing. I would set up a spreadsheet and list out a stock from each sector, the sector ETF, and then I'll list out like maybe 5 or 6 different cryptos, list out 5 or 6 different forex pairs, and then on the other side of the spreadsheet, like different axes, 5 minute, 1 hour daily, and then lay out those things. Maybe even include the net profit and the profit percentage, the percentage profitable. So that way, I shade up. See you. Have a good night. That way, I can clearly look at just on the spreadsheet. Cool. I see that Matic is great for crypto. With Dogecoin, this strategy doesn't work. With Ethereum, it does work. And so now I can go in and again set alerts and things of that nature where I know I'm going to be trading a highly profitable trading strategy specific and unique to that pair. And then what if we go one day? Woo! Stuff like this makes me say, man, forget those chart patterns. I'm about to just trade this indicator life. Strictly indicator. That's how I used to trade. I used to trade an indicator-based strategy that had a 70% win rate. And I wouldn't even look at the charts. I had a screener set up with all my criteria that I back tested. I'll pull the screener at the end of the day and I go ahead and buy whatever it popped out and close it based on the strategy as well. I wouldn't even check the chart. I wouldn't check news, price action, nothing. But it was working. But yeah, so
Is
that's
that
what
the profit calendar?
That was before I made the profit calendar.
Oh, okay.
Profit calendar worked the same way, but the profit calendar was seasonality. That one was indicator based. Yeah. Part of me wants to like sleep schedule. Other part of me is like trading spreadsheet with all these stocks on there so you can know which stocks work best with strategies. All right, cool. We're gonna pop off of that one. So I'm gonna save that one for later. What was this one? Did we like this one? So I can come back and look at these. Go for the 1 hour. Oh, what are these do? Okay, I don't know what that means. I don't know what these. It's got little lines. Oh, what? Yeah. All right. No, I can have that one. Might be a code indicator. It's too complicated. I think this one worked well too.
Hey, Jordan, pull up Activision.
With anything in specific?
I like the PMG on daily. I was about to pull up the weekly. Weekly looks so beautiful as well. I'm going to talk about the strat. Well, it's on a 2 continuation right now, but it looks real good.
Look at that PMG, bro. Taking out those lower highs being made in that one candle. What a beautiful PMG.
But no, check out the one on the weekly. It just started.
I don't know why I put quotes around it. Put that right there.
This guy.
That PMG.
Ooh, jeez. Ooh, look at that.
We got that. I think this one will drop. This. Let me look at SPY. So we found something for SPY. I think SPY. We did the moving averages, and that worked really well. So this is 1 hour SPY time frame MA 921. I'm just writing down what I covered so I can go back and look at it later if I want to, or trade it and test it out. 5 to 30 min and 1 hour to 1 day. Dreams, fairy tale, fantasy. But yeah, that's what I would do, y'all. I'll just look at it. Even when I'm on like the 1 hour, I would literally just go all the way back to the beginning of the year. And I'll be like, okay, if I ran this, how would it go? Just have a strategy tester. What's this? Short position. Not closed it. That's why, could you imagine going short right here and then closing it out right here? That's why you got to add some sort of indicators or whatever, trading rules for your exits. Because if your rule was just sell it when it says sell and buy it, or close the sell when it flips, you would have, nah. Let's throw a moving average on there, for example. Let's just say that we sell when it says sell, but we exit on the close above a 5-day moving average. Sitting here making strategies. What's wrong with me? We sell when it says sell, we exit on the close above the 5-day. So we would have sold here, exited here. It's too soon. Let's do an 8. Okay. So 8, we have some rejects, reject. So we would have exited here. Cool. Okay. You buy and then you sell when it closes below the 8. Okay. Bought here. Sell when it closes below the 8, which would be this candle. So we took a loss. Okay. $10 gain here. $5 loss just about here. Sell, close above. That would have been an exit. Did you re-enter? I don't know. At this point now, it's just like a bunch of bouncing around. You enter and exit and enter and exit. Nope. What if we add another MA? What if we got a 5 and a 10? And we exit off a 5-10 cross. So we use the, so we could do that. We could use the super trend as our overall and then trade the 5-10 cross, then make the 10 red. So it's easier to visually see, make it a little thick. Go ahead and make the 5 green. Cool. So now we enter when it says sell. We don't get out until the 5 crosses the 10. That means we enter here. Enter here. Now we don't get out till the 5 crosses the 10, which might be, it don't look like it did here. No, no, and then it continues. So no cross happening here. So that would be here. No, so it didn't cross. It looked like it did. Yeah, so it did cross. This candle would actually close with the cross. So you would have exited on this candle. That looks profitable. Doing it the other way wouldn't have been profitable. We got to buy. We exit when it crosses back over. So we bought in here. We exit when it crosses back over. So we get out here. All right. So -5, -10%, whatever. Nothing big. Nice gain here. Got an $8 move, $1 loss. Sell signal fires. We exit on the crossover. So we exit down here. That looks like it's working, Jordan. $10 gain, $1.50 loss. Oh, sorry, almost $11 gain, $1.50 loss, $9 gain. Check Amazon on the cross. Sure, but does that say Bree? Oh, that say Big Hughes. Sure. This is the life of a go-getter. I want to play music, but I don't want YouTube to take my video down. Lo-fi hip-hop vibe. Same deal, right? We got the sale right here on Amazon. Matter of fact, let's just go to a different time period, so it's not the same as that time period. This other stuff. All right, cool. Got a sale here. Enter the sale. Cool. Enter it here. We don't exit till we get the bullish crossover. We get a cross on this candle. Yep. So we exit on this candle here. $2 move caught. It's in the chat. The indicator never said exit yet. I don't know if you're still talking about some currency. But yeah, this would be the exit. If you look over to the left, 5 is above the 10. 5 is 158.44. 10 is 158.39. So that would be an exit. And you could re-enter on the cross, which would be a continuation. It would just mean you re-enter on this candle. All right. Trend continuation, re-enter on this candle. Wait for a 5 to cross the 10 again, which happened down here. Got a 16%, $16 move. So far, there's 2 wins. Let's keep it rolling. And this is a bunch of chop. Let's say you trade the chop. So that's your exit. This is your entry. But then you exit here. So yeah. Right, like, all right, so you got to break even here, most likely, or a very small loss. What's up? But yeah, there you go. Same deal here. Enter on the buy, ride it up, get the cross right here, you exit. Get the sell, dropping down. You would have took a loss on this one. This one you would have took a loss on. This is earnings. You wouldn't have been trading that. You wouldn't have held it through earnings. Cool. So that loss don't even count. So we're not trading earnings. Tim man said he couldn't make the class. Sorry, I wasn't able to make it. Hey, bro, it's still on. We don't run no 30-minute classes over here, bro. As long as there's folks on this Zoom trying to get some knowledge, we gonna teach. You know, it's still live, bro. I'll send you a link. I thought this was. I thought it was some other Discords. Negative. Negative. Hey, Moody, you know who I was talking to? I'm talking to Jared, bro.
Oh man, don't tell me that, bro.
Jay, what you think this is, bro? All right, come on, bro. Come on, come on. But yeah. So this is like again just a live look at how I would be testing out strategies. Like I say, I don't like trade with indicators usually. Um, no problem. I don't trade with indicators usually, but on the weekends I do like to go back and look at different indicators on different charts and see if there is anything, just like that Ethereum that we pulled up that had a 70% win rate or so. It's pretty useful, right? To be able to see that and then be able to use that in alignment with overall trend, price action candlesticks, because that can just enhance it even more. But just testing these things out, and that's how I would test it. I looked at the trend, and you could use this indicator as a whole, but entering a sale here, it depends on how long you want to be in the trade, if you want to get out and re-enter, how you feel about some of them not being big winners. Like this one, you bought on this candle and then you sold right here. So you missed all your profit unless you trailed the stop, right? Or unless you used a stop like the moving average crossover stop we talked about, where you would have got in on this candle, sold right here. So you would have made profit on that one instead of sticking to just the indicator and losing. Different stuff like that. Seeing it come back, retest the support. If you're just trading with candles, you got in here, came up, maybe you took profits, maybe you didn't, it came back down, retested the support in the open and bounced off, right? You could have took profits right here, the previous resistance for the double top, right? And then drop back down. Price action, candlesticks, making money. You're not gonna come on my class and not leave knowing something's gonna help you get paid, bro. Bang! Bow! Retest, profits, scalp. Oh, it's a 1 hour chart, I'm sorry. Swing. But yeah. So that's it. For my Forex folks out there, I mean, you slide it over to Euro USD, see what it do. See if you can make it make sense. I ain't never like how Forex candles look. But same concept, right? Sell. We got the crossover, we're holding, right? There's our exit. So we got a little profit there. We get another cross, ride it on down. Big gains, get a cross right here. That's beautiful. Somebody tell Bane to come holler at me. You might see me in that Forex chat. We caught 211 pips maybe, or we caught 2,000 pips. I don't know how this works. I don't know how to read these Forex numbers. We got 211 cents. We got a buy signal here. Let's see, this probably is a loss. It's fine, man. You're gonna lose. Let your losses be smaller than your wins, though. Enter right here. Ooh-wee. And then you sold on the cross right here, which would be down here. Cross this candle. That. So the amount, whatever that means, just testing this out, like with just these two little Forex examples, 750 loss, and then this was a 2,074 gain of Forex units. So yeah, that's test stuff out. That's how I used to spend my weekends a lot of the time. Like we talked about before on different classes and stuff, like that's when I was, people was like not inviting me to hang out anymore. Not, people literally stopped inviting me to hang out because I'd be like, nah, I'm sorry, bro. I'm trying to get a bag and the club is not moving me close to the bag. Y'all want me to buy these bottles that cost 5 times how much they cost. We can go get a bottle from the store for 40, 50, whatever. In the club, it costs 200 for a $50 bottle. I'm good. I'm okay. At the bar, it costs too much. Why would I do that?
Your head might start hurting from all the music, man. And you may not be able to look at charts anymore.
Bro, I used to get mad at folks bumping into me or stepping on my shoes. Like I was
like, for real. I was the whack person in the club. I don't talk. even if when I see I'm drinking right now, I don't really, I'm always talkative. I started learning when I like do stuff like that. But yeah, I feel you. I understand. That was funny though. I lost a lot of friends too.
So
They want to be friends now.
it's okay, man. You on different paths with different folks, and you got friends that fit in different slots in your life. You got your people who will be on Zoom with you for 3 hours looking at charts. You got your folks who wouldn't do that, but they'll be good people to go to the restaurant with. Everybody you look at charts with can't be your friends in real life. No shade, no shade. I fool with y'all for real. I fool with y'all along. No shade. But yeah. Dana likes restaurants. If you a lifetime member, pull up.
Me too. See, Lauren does too. See, Jordan, we can start a club.
We can start a restaurant club.
Yeah.
Next thing
Meet
you know,
us.
a restaurant channel in the group chat.
There you go, Lauren. Charts and restaurants. Starbucks is overrated.
No lie. If we went to a buffet type of joint and we just traded the whole day, I'll be having some stuff in my head. I was like, and they say like, Jordan, what's your fantasy? Women be like, what's your fantasy? Like, my fantasy, having a group of people all day, like we on the cruise with the Wi-Fi package trading. We getting off the excursion and go put another trade in. Then we go ride camels. Trades are up, you know what I'm saying? We on the camel back, popping some, you know what I'm saying? That's my fantasy. Lauren said tacos, tequila, and trading. Bumblebee said this kind of like my fantasy. Yeah. Like, baby girl, can we chart at night? I want to watch Netflix. I'm gonna trade Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I do when I want a new Apple product. My wife said we need an Apple computer so I can start learning how to edit. Because I was just gonna like hire my cousin, and she was like, "But baby, like it's so easy." And she showed me this little Home Depot thing that she did, and her just editing it was so fire. So yeah, I think they're the same thing as well. Like when you want something, trade the company, let them pay you.
Buy you some AMC, start walking to the movie theater and tell them people you don't gotta buy a ticket because you're an owner. Owner. I go in GameStop and take all the games because I'm an owner. How many shares you got? One. Don't matter. I'm an owner, ain't I? Yo, you work for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You work for GameStop. I'll be like, you really work for me.
God, crazy.
Matter of fact, you're fired.
You're fired.
Get out of here.
I'm not even an investor. I'm an owner.
Bro, I mean, what is owning shares? You're part owner, bro.
Did you read Rich Dad and Poor Dad? Like, I skip levels.
Bro. I saw it laid out and I said, bet. I'm immediately, expeditiously. Come on now. Come on now.
That was sensational.
Come on now. But yeah, man, I lost a lot of, I don't even call them friends. I don't think they really was friends. I used to stay checking folks too. They were like, yeah, man, this is my friend Jourdan. I ain't your friend, bro. I just don't want you to be confused. Folks, I used to go too hard with that. I just want them to understand. But yeah, get you some people that you can like do stuff like this with. I think it's really dope that we have people who really be on these classes, or on these lives, or on Club MSC, and we be on here. Like last time we was on the Zoom for 10 and a half hours. 10 and a half hours we were sitting on Zoom charting like the whole time, just going over stuff, teaching. I think it's just dope, man. So get y'all some folks who do this stuff. We got too many channels, but I wouldn't mind Club MSC Nightlife channel. I don't know what we're gonna do in it, but you know, whatever. Tacos and tequila. What up, Moody?
Just like what you was just saying, how you was like just engage with people that like-minded people. I just wanted to like just talk about my experience, right? Like my experience with you. Um, I was in a different group, and I still
My brother.
I was in a different group, and I was a moderator in a different group doing my thing, and like how we met, just doing a interview. This guy got me. I can't look at you.
I forgot I was
But
recording this still. This is gonna be on YouTube. I was gonna be like, this dude. Is this the dude you want to be leading your Discord? Is this your king?
Yeah, are we still recording?
yes, Lauren.
Okay.
She said, "Okay." Did you hear the way she said it? But nah, like seriously, get around like-minded people. I was in a different group, basically what I wanted to say. And like we interviewed Jourdan, just to like continue to connect and grow and look at where me and Jourdan is at now, right? And that's why I say like it's important to connect with like-minded people, because you never know where you're gonna go in life. You never know what ideas you guys may create together. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, just the confidence that you get from that, because you're just around like successful people. Even if you're successful or not successful, you're gonna gain confidence from that, and then motivation. And not only that, just like how he was saying, like he runs Zooms for like 10 hours and a half, 11 hours, 8 hours. Like, man, when you start having like-minded people and y'all doing the same thing, it could be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Y'all send each other a text like, "Hey, look, I just seen this opportunity," or whatnot. And, it can continue to change the lives. So like definitely connect with people, like-minded people.
Can we show be texting about NFTs and stuff and crypto at 2:30 in the morning? It feel weird not to. I'll be like, hey, it's 2:30. It feel weird not talking about something. I'm about to buy a new NFT, bro, just so I got something to do.
I swear, it really be like that. I think y'all was doing that 2 nights ago buying NFT. You and D Wiz.
Yeah, bro.
See, Lauren up.
Yeah, I'm going ahead and send these folks that we still on Zoom. Get on this thing. Them folks want a gap class.
Hey Jourdan, if it's cool with you, but when I get home, I'm getting me some ice cream right now. I'll jump on a computer. If you want me to share my screen, I'll show people some stuff on. You said what?
I already knew it was coming, bro. We here.
I'll be home in a few minutes.
Bet it up. I'm trying to see Christian Werber share their screen and pull up some charts. Or Markel, or Kate, or Jay, or the Bean Garden, or Rick Jones, or Dana or Lauren. I'm just saying, I'm like, I know how I get it. Yeah, man, I found some strategies out. This made me want to really open up. When I open up, I already got the accounts. Like, go through like 4 different accounts and just structure them out to run these strategies live that we just covered. Oh, Dana said she ain't sharing her screen, so that I can really get feedback on not feedback, but really be able to track out. Let me mute. For me to be able to really track out the results of these different accounts. What's good? What's good, Moody? Oh, maybe he didn't mean that. Lauren,
I forgot to raise my hand. I was trying to figure out how to do it.
Lauren, you want to share your chart live? I'll stop the recording if you.
No, I mean, I can, but it's kind of boring. I'm just charting levels right now.
Okay.
Nothing really exciting is happening. I can show you guys, but I'm gonna post it in my channel anyway.
I'm gonna stop sharing my screen so you can share your screen.
Okay.
And I'm also going to stop the recording right here. Do you mind if it's recorded, or you rather just be like?
I mean, I can show my chart. I just don't have much to say with them.
Oh, man,
You
go
know what I
ahead.
mean?
Yeah, go ahead. You can share. Falling in.
What Lauren's saying is she looking at the money and she just charting levels that she gonna put out for the group, but she ain't even coming up with her theory yet. She gonna do that later.
Thank you, Moody. That's exactly what I'm saying.
You should have said that. You can say
No,
that.
but I didn't. I was in my zone. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know how to like even begin to articulate that. But no, I just charting levels on Pfizer here. And then like Moody said, I'm gonna do my research and analysis after, but I've pretty much been looking at the fib levels for these and charting those for entries and exits. But also I've been looking for ones where the ex-dividend date is still coming up so that you could still get in. So I have a list of dividend stocks and I'm going through and I'm eliminating them if we miss the ex-dividend date, because that is what I'm posting about for the next few weeks. So if you check out my channel, you can see the ex-dividend date is when you need to buy the stock buy so that you get the next dividend payment. So there was a bomb stock that I had up like 2 seconds ago. I don't remember which one it was, but they have annual dividends and the last dividend date was like in January. So I'm not going to be posting that one. And that's what I'm doing over here, Jay and Moody.
Well, look. So if you're comfortable with it, as you're marking up the levels,
Yeah.
Could you walk us through just what you're thinking to yourself? Because like I mentioned before, it's one thing to hear, me talk about charts or Moody talk about charts, but it's a little different because you've been trading for, I think, almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a different perspective. If you look at like the spectrum, and you're still big in like the growth stage, because it's not always about the length of time, but you're still learning a lot of different things. So would you mind kind of sharing what you're seeing, what you're thinking?
Yeah, and it's interesting because I think Bumblebee just asked about the Heikin-Ashi candles, and that's exactly what I have up on my charts right now. So I will say that I learned how to swing trade from Jourdan. I have a lot of other background in econ and statistics and stuff like that, and my dad was a banker, and he taught me how to research. But I learned how to swing trade from Jourdan. And he did not like my Heikin-Ashi candles, is my point. That is something I learned on my own. And as soon as he saw them, he was like, who taught you that? I didn't teach you that. I don't like it. But here's why I do. And I feel like, Moody, if you're listening, I would love for you to chime in when I'm finished to explain kind of like the cons of the Heikin-Ashi candles. But for me, especially as I feel like, what am I would say, I don't even want to, let me not rate myself, but what I will say is that in general, while you're learning these chart patterns and these candlestick patterns, and you're like, what is even happening? Don't overcomplicate your trading. Sometimes you just want to know if the stock is going up or down, and that's it. And then you can look at these levels here, and you can see when you would need to enter and exit and when they would touch those levels. But in general, you just want to know, is this stock going up or down? And that's why I like the Heikin-Ashi candles, because it gives you that information on a macro level. But if I change these back to regular candles, you can see it's a little bit different. And in general, it won't show you the same kind of trend. Like if you remember right here, when I had the Heikin-Ashi candles on, this was all green. Here we go. You see what I'm saying? So for me, when I was as a beginner, intermediate, wherever I'm at, I like the Heikinashi candles. However, I know Moody has some cons because he said that he was studying Heikinashi candles for a while and then he learned some things that deterred him from continuing to use them. So you wanted to talk about that, Moody, if you're there, unless you're getting your ice cream.
Yeah, I'm trying to smash this McFlurry, but no, of course I got you. But I'm actually just pulled in my neighborhood and I'm about to be driving home. If you want to throw the screen over to me in about like 4 minutes or something. But just to touch bases on it, and I'll touch bases again when I'm on the charts. What I learned from Heikinashi candles, because that's actually the first set of candles that I started using when I started trading.
Mm-hmm.
What I learned from them is that they're trend trading candles. And the reason I say that, I didn't even notice that while I was using them. Going back and forth with D Wiz on Heikinashis and regular candles, because I just started throwing up the regular candles because that's what I was actually learning, right? Like those type of patterns.
Yes.
Is that each one of those candles, they don't open up at the right price point. They open up in the middle of each previous candle. I'm not looking at the chart right now. Oh wait, you got yours up.
I got something up. Wait, but let me change it back to Heikinashi.
Yeah, so like,
there we go.
Yeah, you got candles. Yeah, so if you look at each one of them, they're opening up in the middle of each previous candle. So that's when I started to notice where, okay, using these candles aren't good if I'm like scalping or day trading.
Right.
So like the cons, the pros that I would say, the cons that I would continue to elaborate on it is the fact that the patterns that you may learn, like say a head and shoulders, or any a lot of patterns won't play out as well, I would say, and also as perfect than it would on like regular candlesticks, and it's because it looks completely different. And another thing that I would say, like some patterns still work great on those, like say a morning star, evening star, a double bottom pattern, things of that nature. But other things of that, other patterns, I'm just walking in the crib, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, but other patterns may not show up as well, as perfect. Like right now, the pattern that I'm seeing that could show right there is like an inverted cup and handle possibly. But I see double bottoms and things of that nature. But on regular candles, you may be able to see that inverted cup and handle maybe a little better, or it'll probably be a completely different pattern. See, now that you put regular candles, I'm seeing something completely different. I'm seeing a bull flag breakout, tweezer top, you know, a small head and shoulders off of the like bull flag and the tweezer top being the head. But so I'm gonna see it completely different. You seeing that, but if you go back to the Heikinashis real quick, I say one of the cons. I'm like right on the spot, and I wasn't thinking about it, but like one of the pros, I mean, is if you use these candles, even on a 5-minute or 15-minute time frame, like if you're scalping, one rule that I used to use was if I seen 3 white soldiers, I jumped on a trade, or if I seen 3 black crows, I jumped in a trade, and that's 3 white soldiers is being 3 green candles, consecutively pushing to the same direction, right? Or 3 red candles pushing down to the same direction. Every single time I seen 3 of them after a color change, right? Like you could kind of see it right here playing out. It didn't play out. I'm looking from all the way to the left of your candles, right? Where it's red and it goes green. As soon as it goes green, you get 3 green candles, and you see that the rest of them were green. You would have made money if you would have bought shares, or if you even would have bought a good strike price. You can see when it turned red, it didn't work out that time. It gave you 2 red crows. Oh, it would have gave you 2 red crows to the bottom, But then it started giving you two. It didn't work out that time with 3 candles. But if you look at those 3 dojis, I wouldn't count those. But you would have missed that big move with those 2 green candles. But you can see after you got 3 green candles, you consecutively continue to go up.
Yep.
But that's like when I first started trading and I was trying to figure out like my own trading strategy, because I started figuring out like, man, everybody does something different. And if I continue to try to figure out what someone else does, then I just felt like trading would have worked out for me. And then what I figured out is I was wrong, but I was right. It's just, you have to find what works for yourself. But yeah, that's what I would say about it. But in a few minutes, I'll jump on the charts.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I would think, and I also, like, to your point, like to use the Heikin-Ashi candles because I'm swing trading. I'm looking at bigger time frames. Like I may even look at the monthly or the weekly. Like I just need to have a general idea of the trend, but it's not necessarily, I don't necessarily use Heikin-Ashi candles when I'm scalping. Because I need more information from the candle stick. Is everybody?
Oh, I thought I was unmuted, but
I was like, is
no, yeah, I
everybody
agree.
there?
I definitely agree with you as well. That's why I have the problem of loving the 1 minute chart, because I love data and wanting to know like what's going on the charts.
Agreed.
I'm trying to grab my laptop. Give me a second.
No worries.
But hey, man, hey guys, I'm tipsy. I've been drinking, so just trying to let y'all know that.
Let's see. Chris just asked me a really good question, but I need to look something up real fast.
What was his question?
Do you feel the stock price gets pumped right before the ex-dividend date?
From like my experience, yes and no, but it all depends on the price action, right? Because that's what I like. Because you could right now, we can watch when I pull up the charts. You can see a whole bunch of stocks that just ran crazy today, and then a whole bunch of stocks that just dropped today, right? So it all depends on price action. But what I've generally seen, yes, for earnings and for dividends, is like a pre-run up, right? But it just depends on price action as well. But I would say yes.
Yeah, and then I think in those cases, like a lot of the stuff that I researched said that the ex-dividend date could drop. I mean, by the ex-dividend date, the stock price could drop by the amount of the dividend that's going to be paid.
On the ex-dividend date.
Yeah. So that's another thing that can happen.
And okay, Chris, yes, dividend prices can change. They get changed.
Yep.
Another thing you could look at is finding stocks, because they do have that dividend drop when they have the ex-dividend. That's why you can't buy it and then sell it the next day and be like, I'm bringing away with the dividends. Like that, for that reason. But what you can do is go back and look at and test or research what stocks have quick recovery periods. So say a dividend payout on a stock is 50 cents. You can go and see on average how quick does this stock recover that drop on the ex-dividend date, and you could actually,
I think I actually how come I can't pull up Discord for you guys? I'm trying to pull up Discord. Oh, here we go. Hold on. If you look here, average price recovery.
Ooh.
So you can.
That's good, Lauren.
Thanks, Jay. So it can vary by the stock, but this stuff right here will give you a lot of information about that. So hopefully that helps.
Apple has an average recovery of 1.
Yeah, you know, Apple isn't playing.
That's dope. I mean, if you loading up on shares, because that way you can catch that dividend, and then it does usually recover in 2 days. You
Yeah.
know, you go ahead and you right back to where you started. That way you kind of are like dividend grabbing or finessing or whatever.
Right, and then you see a stock like AT&T takes a minute. So yeah, I got a lot of screens up here. I can't even find you guys anymore.
Lauren, somebody asked, where do you gather that data from that you're playing out in your thing?
Such a good question. Where is the Discord again? When I can, I mean, for the dividend information specifically, I've been hitting up dividend.com for sure. I always like Seeking Alpha, Market Watch, NASDAQ, Yahoo Finance. And I will say, and I talked to Jourdan about this, that for some reason, sometimes it's difficult to find consistent dividend information. I'm not sure why. So that's why it's taking me a little bit longer to post these than I want, because there'll be all types of different numbers out there. And then I just keep going back to sources that I believe are trusted. In general, whenever I post, I try to make sure that I will list the resources that I reference. So if you see here, when I was writing about oil and gas, I put Benzinga, Barron's, Deloitte, the International Energy Agency, NerdWallet, Motley Fool, Library of Congress, Seeking Alpha. Like, I'll make sure to put my references in here whenever I can. You're welcome. Yeah, I think that's all I got, Jay.
That, because Moody might be ready to go. Appreciate you for sharing that. Oh man, look at that. We took it had a whole little mini dividend class in this joint.
No.
Little mini dividends, Hikanashi candles.
My favorite.
Yeah, because that show was like, bro, what the?
Yeah. You were like, what is this? What did you put on your chart?
It works for you though. You know
It does. It
and
does.
If it works for you, then work it.
Yeah, it works for me for sure.
Yeah. I know Moody said he wanted to run something. Moody's getting ready.
Yeah.
You ready, bro?
Nah, you go ahead and do the intermission, bro.
Intermission?
I wanted to say Nate, man, so Nate did that $50 account, and I don't know where he got it to. I did an account that was at $78, and I took it up to right now it's sitting at like 470, from 78 to 470 in like 2 weeks. But me and Nate were talking about like building small accounts. Like, you can go to a nice dinner for yourself, or you can start this account and build it. Like $50. I will say this though, before people be like, whoa, let's do it. Like, yeah, your execution has to be like, you know what I'm saying? So I've been taking trades on that account and taking trades on my regular account and everything. But using those, I think it forces you to have to get in the bag. And that's when I put that screenshot of that account that was up 450% in like 2 weeks. Like that was that account. And that was, scalping, tight stop loss rules, or really not tight stop losses to a sense like the 10% stop loss, 5% stop loss automatically. But my rules were, I'm like, okay, look, I'm looking at the lows, I'm looking at the price action, look at the candlestick. Somebody said, hard to do when I can't sit in front of my computer at 6:30 while at work. So yeah, bro, that's if you're gonna be scalping. It's not as hard if you're gonna be swing trading. But I wouldn't encourage you trying to start the options account with $50, unless you're like following somebody closely or you've already practiced. So it's easier for me, being that I've been doing this for so long. I've been practicing different things. I've been studying different strategies. Like I just sat here and studied strategies with y'all for 2 hours, you know. And that's something I've done over and over and over and over and over and over again. So it's a lot easier. But Nate and I were talking about, like, could you do it because you could do it with spreads. I called out some spreads maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and some of those spreads, the cost to enter those spreads was $25, or $50 for a spread. So it's not as quick, but I wouldn't say, Eric, it's hard, because there are different things as you start to expand your knowledge about the trading world and different ways you can do things. There are ways you can still get the job done, just in a different fashion. You hear that for sure, bro. It can be done. I'm about to sit there and trade a $50 account doing spreads. Then again, I get bored sometimes. So sometimes I'm just like, man, let me see if I can do this. You know what? I'm gonna trade a $10 account. Just see if I can, like if I can find some small stocks, I'm gonna trade. I thought about doing a lotto account too. I thought about that.
I mean, a lotto account could be really fun.
DM said, Jordan, have you ever held a strangle to see where the direction goes? Yeah, I used to. So one of my points as I've been through my trading journey, one of the things I did start testing out was earnings and trading straddles and strangles on high volatility earnings. So that didn't turn out. I didn't get to a point where it was really easy to identify. Like I could pick the earnings that would have big moves, but the big moves wouldn't always be big enough. So it was a lot of hit or miss. I think you could successfully trade high volatility earnings with just real tight risk management principles. But yeah, I probably wouldn't. I don't fool with earnings. I haven't fooled with earnings in a minute because they just do whatever they do. You're in Vegas. Oh, it's like Vegas to you gambling because I'm not in the know like you guys. Takes time. It's not a matter of time, bro. I said it's not a matter of time. Like obviously you're not gonna wake up one day and just be an amazing trader. But just like I said a lot too, you could have been trading for a year or you could be trading for 5 months. You trading for 5 months, being on the Zoom that you've been on today, this Zoom right here, you are already way further ahead than anybody else basically has been trading 5 months, unless they got like a mentor standing over them or they're standing over a mentor. Like if you've been on this Zoom since we opened it, you learned about not live, you learned about backtesting strategies. You got a SPY strategy that we tested out that had an 80% win rate. It was over 80% win rate. One for day trading, one for swing trading. We went through different indicators on TradingView and tested them across crypto, Forex, and stocks and found winning indicators when we went and adjusted the properties. We just covered Heikin-Ashi candles and dividends to an extent. And then Moody's about to chart some stuff and go over some stuff too. So it's not time, right? It's stuff that we covered on this live that people who have been trading a year don't know. It's stuff that people have been trading 2 years and don't know. I didn't know about open interest till my 8th year of trading. 8 years. 8 years. It was like my second year of options maybe. And that's when I first found out about open interest. It's folks, when I made my video on IG about open interest and volume, it's folks who have been trading for a month and they found out about volume and open interest. At that point, they got they closed a 7-year gap that I had. So it's not about time. It's about what you do with your time, bro. Hop on these Zooms, go study stuff. It's the weekend. It's the weekend. Study. We got audio books, we got ebooks, we got past recordings in the Discord. You can Google anything you want to learn about. You can YouTube anything you want to learn about. You can hashtag on TikTok, IG, Twitter, whatever, anything you want to learn about. You can post in the Discord and ask anything and see if somebody answers you. If they don't answer, you just ask again later on that day. Maybe ain't nobody see it. Tag somebody and ask them. You have tons of resources. Go to the library, check out a book, ebooks, all type of stuff. This video is going to be posted in my video lessons in the Discord. Yes, I trade crypto as well. All that to say, I want to just get rid of the idea that it takes a certain amount of time, because it's not like you wake up one day 352 of being a trader and you're magically profitable. It does take time, but at the same time, it also matters what you're doing with that time. You can close that gap. Thank you. Eric said he got on super late, but he's into absorb the knowledge. Thanks for inspiring words. For sure, bro. And if you in the chat, you're going to see it. I'm going to post the recording. I recorded my first one. Then I kept teaching. So I went ahead and started another recording. Moody, you can take over the screen whenever you're ready, bro. Once you take over the screen, I'm going to go get me something to eat real quick, and then I'm going to be right back in action.
I got you. I guess to add to what Jourdan was saying about time, I wouldn't, add time into it. Like how he was, I had thought of something when he was talking about open interest, and it was me, I understood the Greeks before I seen Jourdan's Instagram video on open interest, and I thought I knew what it was, but when I seen his video, he gave me a better understanding of like, oh, okay, open interest is letting me know that these are how many contracts are being held when the market opens up the next day, right? Rather, the trades of open interest versus the volume is letting me know how many contracts has been traded in that day necessarily, right? The open interest is not going to let you know that, and letting you know how many people are jumping in. And the open interest is also letting you know like that it's liquid as well. But don't put time into it, right? Because I understood the Greeks and I was successful and I knew what I was doing, and I didn't understand what open interest was that well, and I was still doing good. But then when I understood it, it just gave me like an extra edge into picking out my contracts. I'm not sharing my screen. I thought I was. Let me see. Am I? No.
No.
Give me a second. There it is. I had it minimized. That's why. Can y'all see my screen now? Yeah, I think y'all can.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what to talk about. I just wanted to show my screen. I was like, what is all about this?
You were gonna talk about how the cons of Heikin-Ashi candles, and then you said you were gonna pull them up on some charts.
Okay.
That's what you had said.
I told y'all I've been drinking.
So have I.